When I started trading crypto 3 years ago, I had absolutely no idea what I was walking into. I thought trading meant financial freedom, and I genuinely thought I cracked the code. One lucky trade, and I was convinced I understood the market. And then came the losses, the revenge trades, the sleepless nights, checking charts at 3 a.m., hoping the candles magically moved in my favor. Back then, I didn't understand how the market could make you feel alive 1 minute and completely defeated the next. I didn't know that almost 84% of the traders lose not because they're wrong, but that's how the market is designed. And honestly, most of you watching this have probably been in the exact same situation. I've thought many times why no one ever warned me that trading can mess with my mind more than it did with my money. In this video, I'll show you the solution to the struggles every trader goes through. Why the majority of traders lose even though it looks like a simple 50-50 guessing game. And why the system feels like it's designed to drain you emotionally, mentally, and financially. I truly hope this video helps you stop losing money in crypto and escape the trap almost every trader falls into. Crypto trading isn't just charts and candles, it's a whole emotional universe waiting to pull you in. So when I started, everything looked simple. Buy low, sell high, make quick money. And I usually think, how hard could it be, right? It's just like spinning a coin and it should be 50-50. The first couple of wins felt like magic, and that tiny profit made me feel like I should just quit my job and never worry about money again. I generally started thinking about walking into the nearest Porsche showroom to pre-book a car before even booking my take profit for that trade. And right there, I fell into the trap. Because in trading, the trap never looks dangerous at first. It looks full of opportunities. But what none of us see is the blind spot. We think trading is about intelligence and predicting the market. But as Warren Buffett says, the most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. And crypto exposes temperament brutally. At first, you don't realize that the market is feeding on human behavior. For me, it earned my trust, fed on my needs, and awakened a greed in me I didn't even know existed. And after that, it tested my patience and fear on a whole new level. So, this market brings out all your weaknesses like a spotlight. Most traders don't lose because they're careless. They lose because they're human. And once you're inside the game, the trap becomes a loop. You win once, your confidence shoots up. You win twice, you think you cracked the code. And then you lose. And instead of accepting it, you trade again to win it back. And then you lose again. You might think you're fighting the market, but in reality, you're fighting yourself. This is basically revenge trading. And slowly, you start doing this every day until you're no longer trading the chart, but the chart is trading you. And you don't even realize it. And just when you're confused enough, that's exactly when you realize you're doing something wrong. You'll feel like you need help. And that's when mostly all of us fall into the second layer of trap. You start digging through books and courses, desperate to escape the loop. And that's when many of us might come across the fake gurus, showing off their profits, flying in their private jets, claiming they make thousands even while they're on vacation. I'm not saying everyone is a fraud. There are genuinely good resources out there as well. But most of those flashy join my channel and get rich promises, yeah, a terrible idea. Now, because of all this, mostly, we stop trading based on knowledge and start trading based on noise. You start listening to people who aren't even profitable themselves. You think you're learning from them, but actually you're being pulled deeper into the trap. And then one day, the realization hits you. It wasn't the market that took your money. It was your behavior, lack of planning, and emotional decisions. And that's when you finally understand that trading isn't about guessing the right direction. It's about managing yourself in the middle of uncertainty. Most of us realize this after losing all of our trading capital. But if you're watching this video, you're lucky enough to escape the trap. But don't think it's over just because you survived the trap. Because if you've fallen deep into the trap, that's when the bloodbath begins. The moment you place your first trade, you step into a battlefield where your enemy is invisible, powerful, and has been playing this game long before you even arrived. You're not competing with people like yourself. You're competing with funds that manage billions, with traders who have decades of experience. Let's take a scenario for example. Let's say you take $100 of funds and try to make a profit of 50%, 100% or more. Now for this, you need to take a huge amount of risk because you want high returns. But these whales, they don't even need 10% to make them feel good. They only need 1 or 2% on massive capital to make millions. Meanwhile, 1% gain will just be 50 cents for your capital. This is the beginning of the bloodbath. When the price moves slightly against you, you feel uncomfortable. When it moves a bit more, you panic. And right there, that's where you feel you might get liquidated. You think the market is random. It's not. It moves to where the most people are wrong. This is why most traders don't lose money slowly. They get wiped out. Not because they've not learnt enough, but because they entered a war where rules reward capital and patience and punish urgency and desperation. And here's the scariest part. The market doesn't care if you survive. It doesn't need you to win. It only needs you to keep playing. Now, if you've seen this video till here, you might have lost the hope to become a trader. But this is not the end of the story. Because every system designed to trap people also creates an escape route. And almost nobody sees it. So stay with me because now I'm going to show you the escape. Before we continue, a quick disclaimer. This is not a financial advice. What you're about to hear is based on market structure research, historical data, and how professional participants operate. The escape is not about finding a better indicator. It's not about a higher leverage. And it's definitely not about turning $50 into $5,000. The escape starts when you stop trying to beat the market and start positioning yourself so that the market can't destroy you. Retail traders lose because they trade too often. Professionals don't. Your funds can wait for days, sometimes even for weeks. Why? Because not trading is a position. Take trades only when the risk is clearly defined, maximum loss is small, fixed, and planned in advance. You instantly exit the bloodbath zone. The whole process of escaping the trap is boring math. Small losses, long survival, compounding over time. This video wasn't about making money. It was about staying in the game long enough for the odds to finally work in your favor. Now you know the escape. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.